guys! This is my tutorial for Hocus Pocus inspired glitter pencil. First, let's cut our stencil for the pencil layout. I'll include the stencils, haunted house decals, and word art in my Etsy shop. They will all be under one listing called Hocus Pocus inspired glitter pencil decals for anyone who's interested. Remember though, the decals in my shop will be sized for the 32-ounce plumps from the steel Magnolia. They will work on any straight tumbler, but you'll need to resize them to fit. I have already sanded and prepped my tumbler using an 80 grit sanding block and Rustoleum flat white spray paint, and now I'm ready to tape off my pencil. Remember guys, eyeballing is my technique of choice, so I didn't really measure out the sections of my pencil. I just used the painter's tape and the electrical tape to map out my sections. I used the width of the painter's tape and the electrical tape as my measurements. When you have your pencil sections how you like them, let's start glittering our haunted house scene. I'll be using fast set epoxy for my glittering, but if you need extra time to glitter your sections, use Mod Podge or regular epoxy. I was impatient and wanted my whole pencil glittered within a day. If you're using fast set like me, remove your stencils as soon as you're finished glittering. Fast set is definitely fast, so you don't need to let your epoxy sit since it's literally starting to cure while you're adding your glitter. Let this section cure for another 90 minutes, and then we'll be ready to do our metal and wood sections on the pencil. For these next 4 sections, I'll be adding color to my epoxy that matches my glitter to give a nice base. This will allow me to only need 1 coat of glitter. Let these sections cure for another 90 minutes, then we'll be ready to finish our pencil by adding the glitter for the eraser and lead. When I was done, I let my tumbler cure for about 2 hours, sealed with Krylon Triple Thick, and now I'm ready for my first coat of epoxy. As usual, I love to add depth to my tumblers wherever I can, so I'll be adding glitter to my epoxy and adding it to my main scene section, eraser, metal portion, and lead portion. You can totally skip this step if you like, but I really recommend adding at least a glitter to the middle section because it will really help blend out your ombre and make your sky look like it's starry. Add another coat of epoxy so your tumbler is nice and smooth, cure, and then we'll be ready to add our first set of decals. I found these decals for free on Google Images, so I won't be charging for these with my stencil and word art. It will just be a free bonus if you purchase my file. For the sizing, I made the haunted house portion 10 inches wide and the moon 1.5 inches wide. Remember, I'm sizing for my 32-ounce Plump tumblers, so your sizing may differ depending on the size of your own tumbler. I'll also be adding glow-in-the-dark elements to my tumbler, and the moon will be an orange glow-in-the-dark vinyl. I'll have links to all the products I use down below in the description box. To help me fit my haunted house scene decal to the design, I cut out more of the wood stencils. This helped me to know where to cut my decals, just in case I couldn't see where the pencil wood design was underneath the decal. The smallest details mean everything. I wanted a nice crisp edge on my lead portion of the pencil, so I used the black paint pen to draw around the perimeter to give my edge a nice crisp look. If you do full coverage, then you can definitely skip this step. When you're done, seal with a coat of epoxy, and then we'll be ready to add our word art. I wanted to add more glow-in-the-dark elements to my tumbler, so I used glow-in-the-dark vinyl under my flying witch and in my word art design. All of the outlines will be included in the files. I get a lot of questions on how I size my decals. I use measuring tape to measure around my tumbler to know what size I need to make them. Measuring tape, if you don't have it, get it. It is the most important tool to help you figure out sizing. I'll be outlining the sections of my pencil for a nice crisp look. To outline, I just followed the glittered sections with my vinyl strips. For the wood section, I decided to use one long strip and cut the strip to size as I went along. But you can also measure out the sides of the triangle and pre-cut your strips with your Cricut. Because we did several layers of vinyl, I'll be sealing my vinyl with Quick Coat from CC DIY. This will ensure that my vinyl doesn't bubble up. Once it's completely dry, I sealed with 2 coats of epoxy, 1 set was fast set, and the last coat was medium viscosity, and then I was all done. That's it, guys! Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. Have fun making your Hocus Pocus inspired glitter pencils, and I'll see you again next time.